And we are live. How's it going, everyone? We are talking about gargoyles this
Hello.
week. Logan, I see you are really excited over
Yeah,
there.
actually concerned.
Oh, everything okay?
Do you sweet gentle boys know where their name comes from?
No.
Um, the Yahar Ghoulies.
Yahargoles? Well, it
Yeah.
comes from the same root word as the word gargle.
Really?
The whole point
Really?
of a gargoyle is not to be a warding spirit or to be anything that protects an
Oh, it's a
area, sits
spout.
on a corner. It's a spigot, it's a spout that lets out rainwater and is
Oh,
designed in a way that shoots it away from the building to not damage the structural integrity. So all of them have lanky necks and they're spewing out in different ways. And there are ones that have like their butts turned outside the building. All of them have their mouths open because they're designed to just release water off the roof of a building.
that
That's it.
makes
They're
so
they're a
much
type
more
of
fucking
spout.
sense. That's because honestly, that is a
I didn't
cool
know
thing.
that.
I didn't know that because I've seen like gargoyle like water spout stuff before. So I don't know. Like now that you say it, it would be really cool if gargoyles had a fucking like breath weapon, like fire water, fucking just spray water at you.
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's what I was going to build up to. Is they should just be vomit monsters, less than anything else.
That, that'd be dope,
Little
because
spittle
actually.
beasts.
If they had like some bile spew from just all the fungus built up inside of them.
Yeah.
I
Jen
mean,
collected all this fun.
yeah, I mean, think about it.
Bird
They're
poop
hanging around there,
full
becomes
of.
a bunch of still water. Next thing you know, they're hitting you with a fire hose of bile.
That'd be kind of cool having like
Gross.
a poison version,
Mm,
fucking just poisonous gargoyle fucking firing at you.
yeah,
Like
Um,
boiling water or, yeah,
that that's
toiling
dope.
water.
Yeah, that'd be cool as
toiling
well.
water,
That's dope. I
bubbling
always
water.
assumed like that was kind of built inspired by, because I'm pretty sure in Delicious in a dungeon, all their little spots where water was flowing out were gargoyle
Oh,
heads.
Oh, really?
oh
That's
yeah,
cool.
Yeah, yeah.
fucking
You protect the masonry by making a super specially designed guy to vomit the water off the building.
yeah, because like, oh, go ahead.
I'm just going to say architecture used to be so dope. Well, when did America and just society in general get so lame with it?
1920.
Thank you, Logan. I knew it was the flappers' fault.
fucking
Fucking
I
industrial revolution. Back
Fucking
and
Great
slaughter all.
I
Gatsby.
would because this does also make me think of like the other legend of like because I was looking it up when you were bringing up the origin. I was like, oh, what is the origin? And I saw like a whole different story of basically like some what the fuck was it? Basically it revolves around a dragon named like a gargoyle or something like that, and the whole idea is just like, oh, when the dragon was defeated, the only thing that remained was its head, so they hung it up on a church and it scared away spirits. And
It's cool.
That's dope.
I like that. I like that a lot because I also really like the spirit warding kind of idea. I kind of, in a way, it makes me feel like there should be like a holy-ish kind of variant, like something that does like
Like a
imagine
celestial.
almost like something like that is basically constructed in order to ward off undead or something like that, or like fucking that'd be kind of sick to have like some setup of like, oh yeah, this fucking sick ass cleric church has their fucking guard gargoyle here.
You know,
Yeah.
Fuck you.
it'd be a kind of a stretch, but like the idea of how you make hallowed ground
I can see that shit.
and stuff like that. I'm nearly wondering if you like building like the cast of it, you put like holy bones inside of it or holy relics inside of it. Would that make the gargoyle itself?
Ooh.
Yeah,
Mhm.
because my
I like
first
that.
thought is if we go with the water spitting variant, just do some holy water spitting gargoyles. Then I thought, take it a step further. would a gargoyle coming from a church that's hollow to be hollow, or would you have to centralize, like actually put the holy parts in the gargoyle and make it its own, like give its own paladin aura, basically?
Because I
Make
do
that a
kind
lot
of
more
like
cool.
that. Yeah, like giving it something similar to like that paladin aura going around it. Like you get some sort of benefit by being near it.
Yeah.
Um, I also
Get a
like the
goal.
idea. Yeah, I like the idea of because we were bringing up I don't know the inverses of some stuff like the thought of if you have like a negative version, just having like a fucking gargoyle that's I don't know, it has like evil bones or some shit put inside of it, and it's just like it's has like basically bane that it's like casting on people like it's some fucking negative ass gargoyle. Well, actually, even going into that, if the idea is that it's like, oh, it's so horrifying, and ugly, that it scares off spirits. It could have like aura of like intimidation or fear or some shit like that. Like it's fucking just spooky,
Yeah.
spooky.
Yeah.
And that lends
Uh,
itself into like how gargoyles actually are in D&D. At least in the
yeah,
5th edition description and probably earlier ones, they're just like, yeah, these things are ugly and they hate you and they want to spit on you. Like, that's it.
it is kind of funny because for a very obvious reasons, um, you have gargoyles as enemies because you the early D&D ideas just step in and fight the monster. But there is a lot to it where it's like, honestly, there is good reasons to have something set up with a gargoyle. Like it kind of explores that idea of like thinking of a gargoyle as less of just like because gargoyles aren't constructs. They're
Yeah, they're
elementals.
elementals.
They kind of actually what's their mental stats? Fucking
A
Which
6
is
in
weird because that
how
intelligence.
smart is
implies that
like
they
six?
aren't like a brain imbued inside of something that's constructed, which I think is what they're
Uh-huh.
supposed to be. It's like you make a bunch of gargoyles that are spouts, and then one randomly shows up on your building, and that's an actual elemental creature that's here
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah, yeah.
eventually kill all the members of your church.
Hmm.
It's like a doppelganger sort of, where you're like, that
Dude
wasn't there
manifested.
before, and
Like
then it
it's just
moves
like
in the
one
middle of
day
the
you
night.
look out.
Yeah.
Mhm. I and that was
And that
something
that would be honestly kind of sick. Oh, God.
I was gonna say. That was something I
Mhm.
wanted to bring up. How do y'all feel about them being elemental? I think that's kind of lame, being honest. Because
They should, yeah, because if they're
I'm
evil, elementals should be relatively neutral. I think they should be like constructs or some kind of manifest, like fiend maybe would make more sense, or celestial.
I think about it in two ways. Because one, gargoyles make sense to be constructed and like made a certain like basically they like a tool. I do also like the idea of what that means and how you could expand on it because the idea of it being an elemental is less of just like, oh, these are like a very purely natural thing, and it's more like it's kind of almost the idea that an elemental is being affected by humans around it because it's not like, oh, gargoyles have been here since fucking forever. It's more like something equivalent to like a Galabdur just decided, you know what? I'm just gonna look like that fucking thing on your building. I'm gonna knock
Yeah,
that fucking thing over and I'm gonna replace it. And I'm just gonna
it's like
be there now. Uh,
it's adaptive morphology. I looked into there's like two different types
yeah,
of morphology that happen in nature. One where you copy a predator, or one where you are a predator and you copy something that is peaceful to fit among them and then slowly like weed them out. Like I don't know, like Among Us. But I think that's a fun concept. I like leaning into the idea of them being both fiends and celestials, where they'll manifest or show up because church architecture is the only passionate architecture we really have left.
Yeah.
So they show up at a place of worship, and depending on whether or not the true ideals of the people inside this house of God, you could say, whether they are sinister or like malevolent or benevolent, and then suddenly gargoyles start to flock like a murder of crows onto your building. And you're like, what are these doing here? Are they here to protect us or kill us? And it's up to how your church operates that determines that. That'd be a fun way to write them.
Yeah, because I'm thinking.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because I'm thinking kind of how we said we like the idea of a scarecrow being the construct to answer for hags. Gargoyles being like the construct answer for clerics and warlocks, where it's kind of like through their magic they're able to create it.
Oh, yes. I kind of like
fun.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do, because I can see it working both ways. I like the option of the elemental. I do feel like construct makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, that's pretty much something I've said across the board, because I made gargoyles be like a common defense technique in a city that's a big central point in my setting, and I had the gargoyles. Basically, I just said across the board, hey, all these gargoyles are constructs. I think them being elementals is kind of stupid. Because while I really like how you said with the adaptive idea, Logan, that's a really cool idea to me. But also like the idea that elementals are just this amorphous, monstrous form that does not fit into the confines of our world because they're not from our world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because
there are some, like... Oh, just a lot of stone elementals. They do start to manifest. I think, as we kind of talked about, similar to how they manifest from what we think an elemental might look like with genies and the Tao, Galabdur, all these other things. The only thing that makes them elementals and not constructs is that they show up of their own accord and they're not made. I think them being made gives them so much more to work with. So I completely agree with what you're saying.
Yes. Because the only thing that I would like about the elemental idea with them is, but it doesn't make sense, because I could see it like making sense like along the side of a mimic, for example, where it's like it feels like a mimic vibe. But if the gargoyle's an elemental, does it really eat? Does it need to what is its goal? Why does it show up here? Does it want to eat people? Is it just because I feel like,
because then it would be like a monstrosity more than an elemental.
Yeah.
If it was closer to mimics.
Yeah, because
honestly, mimics could just be gargoyles. That makes so much more sense.
Mimics could be gargoyles.
Yeah. So I read their summary, and looking over what we're given in the base 5e monster manual is they're pretty much listed as just servants. They're either serving a demon, a spellcaster, or some kind of master, and invoking their will. It seems like they have very little agency themselves, because that's the only official time I can think of they were used. There was the four-armed gargoyle in Asarak's Tomb of Horrors.
Oh yeah.
Then there's the ones in Curse of Strahd.
Oh yeah.
I'm blanking on them, but yeah, that was just something notable, because I'm pretty sure that's one of few required combats you have in Tomb of Horrors is fighting the gargoyle to get the gems out of out of that pendant it has.
I remember that one specifically, the four-armed gargoyle one. Because that also adds to the construct thing, because I like the idea that somebody makes a really specific to them kind of gargoyle of just the Serac one, just fuck it, just give them 4 arms. Just make them go fucking buck wild. I like the thought of, because as much as gargoyles can vary, I like the idea of just a bunch of them being kind of funky and having their own kind of unique things to them, almost like a dog, like a gargoyle running fast as fuck.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
I
I
yeah.
think.
What if we have a bunch of
Oh no, I was
garden?
just gonna say I think there's a lot of fun that can be had there.
Yeah. What if we have a bunch of garden gnome gargoyles?
I don't
Yeah,
want to think
no,
about that.
honestly, fucking
Little
that
porcelain
could
gargoyles.
be, yeah, porcelain gargoyle, fucking.
Oh, that's just making it
Because
sound like a toilet mimic, though.
it is such an odd thing that they're elementals. The
But
toilet
Does that
mimic,
mean that
yeah.
there's gnomes in the attic? That movie's good.
Dude, wait.
We watched that one fucking gnome thing.
Yeah, the last Gen Con where we watched a little Norwegian barn elf movie.
Oh fuck
The
yeah!
little gnome that could.
That was
Gnome that shouldn't have.
yeah, that movie definitely shouldn't have. But yeah, just a weird contrast though as well on top of other elementals. Is every elemental when they're bound to serve, they're doing it out of spite. They hate it. They're going to take the opportunity to absolutely destroy their master is second they're free. But it
Yeah,
seems
freedom's their
gargoyles in
priority,
contrast want to serve, which I think is interesting.
which should
Yeah,
make them constructs, because
Yeah.
that's the point of a construct. Well, yeah, because a construct is a confined soul of an elemental that's bound to work. Gargoyles are like, I'm gonna do all the work for you. Don't even trip, dog. And then they just sit on your house and kill people that show up. That's not
yeah,
enough for
yeah.
me.
I wonder if that's
'Cause
just an
it's-
old thing held over.
Maybe
Because
that
this
might be
also
some
goes
early
into,
edition
like,
lore.
this goes into the fiendish idea too, where I could picture literally like someone summoning something, and it's basically like almost putting like this, like almost like a golem style thing of like putting the soul of a fiend into like a construct, and it's like, okay, here's my contract, guard my bullshit, or protect this area, and it's just like, if anything, that I mostly like that idea of, I can see that twisted side of it, of just like it gives it a little bit of personality rather than being like a mindless drone. It's more like there's an angry, like, evil statue that lives in the fucking basement, or it's like
Yeah.
hanging out, like guarding my lair.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking
So I checked the holdover theory. So in third edition, when types were introduced, it was introduced as a monstrous humanoid. Which
Okay, so they were like borderline monstrosity in humanoid forms, which I like Mario's idea that they don't need to be that. They're just misshapen
yeah,
freaks. Like they take all sizes.
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They're
And
oogly.
4E's when they became elemental, then 5E just kept that and made him elemental.
Weird.
And another
Because 5e
interesting
felt like
thing
it
is
hated.
1E and 2E had them chaotic evil. 3 was usually chaotic evil, and then 4E's just evil. Then they decided to go back to chaotic evil in 5E. So it's interesting.
But it doesn't describe them as chaotic.
They've kept that vibe. Of
I think the
evil
chaos
entire
comes
time.
off of it. Maybe that's why they decided for an elemental connection of, like, that's why it's chaotic evil. It's like elemental chaos.
Yeah.
That's kind of the thought
there
I
you
had,
go.
but that feels like a weird thing to do. It's like, all right, this thing's chaotic evil. How do we justify this?
It's yeah,
Mm,
it is,
they lended
because
themselves too
it's
much to the alignment.
because I mean, I guess gargoyles are a pretty cut and dry monster. For like, it's just like, yeah, it's a little demonic looking thing made out of stone. But I don't know. I feel like there's definitely this is always the thing with monsters like this, where it's just like, yeah, here's your basic thing. There are so many routes to go into that, of like thinking like, okay, how do I make this cool?
Yeah, and then our generation
I
came
am,
along and made them hot.
yeah, like
Gargoyle.
I done fucked the gargoyle.
Put my dink dink in the sandpaper hole.
Hey,
What do you think about that episode of Gargoyles where the policewoman was turned into a gargoyle, and then Goliath was like,
Shit.
"Fuck, you're kind of hot, actually. I never noticed that." And then she's like, "Wait, did you think I was ugly before?" And like it was like a goofy ass scene where he's carrying her like flying around, explaining how to fly, and he like says like, "Damn, now that I see you like as a gargoyle, I think you're kind of hot." And like she's like, "Thought I was ugly." He's like, the updraft. Oh fuck." Fucking,
I never realized she turned into a gargoyle. That's actually pretty dope looking at her.
There was
Yeah,
there was a episode where that happened, and it was literally just because the one hot gargoyle was like, "Damn it, I fucking hate that Goliath is so close to this lady. I wish that she wasn't like I wish that she was not that human anymore." So or it was like she basically made a genie wish, and the fucking guy that did the wish for her was like, "Yeah, okay." And so like the way that he like quote unquote granted her wish was like, "Yeah, I made her not be human anymore. So she's a gargoyle. She's not the same person anymore. She's something else." And then she was pissed. She's like, "God damn it! Now Goliath wants to fuck her like really bad."
I feel really bad. I didn't get to watch any of that show.
It's so good.
It's
I
a
think you'd
good
like
series.
it.
Seems really good.
I actually taking from that too. Honestly, stuff I would probably steal with that could be really cool is there's a whole thing with the gargoyles in the series is that gargoyles turn to stone during the day, and then at night
Trolls.
they yes, like trolls, and then like at night they reanimate into like these more like fleshy kind of monsters. And so there is like I kind of like that idea. I could see that being something cool of just like, oh yeah, at night when this area can't be guarded or protected, we have like these things that basically watch over us.
Is it
And
called like a tutelary deity? Just a guardian spirit of what Manhattan, I think, is where that takes place.
yeah, basically.
That's fun.
I get it.
I like that. The secret police made of stone.
Yeah, they're made of stone and
That's actually what
brick.
that's what I did in my setting. Is there's like normal daytime guards during the day, but at night, the players the first time they messed around just see shadows flying above head, and they're like, "Hey, yo, what's that?"
At night, the gargoyles.
What if Manhattan had 50 Batmen? But how many are there? Is there like a bunch of them or?
Like 5 of them, I think. There's like
Oh,
there's the old Scottish one. There's
yeah, I saw
the
a clip of
fucking
him.
There's a dog one.
the fat one.
They have,
There's
like, a dog?
Brooklyn. There's Lex.
There's
Oh yeah, there is a dog.
Yeah. There's
So it's just
That's
5 Batmen. The show. That's fun.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
What if Batman wasn't a
actually,
millionaire, but instead was a million years old?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty
That's cool.
Yeah.
I really like
There's
that.
also there's like a funny thing, or not funny, but like kind of cool thing where it's like oh, they don't actually fly, they glide. So that's like the excuse of like, oh, they have this really cool like they have to climb up buildings, but since they're like strong as fuck, their fucking like claws start like slamming into the stones, and like they're like it's fucking awesome. It's like a thing of like at first I'm like that's kind of lame, but it's really cool to like give the excuse of like yeah, and then like Goliath starts fucking like digging into the stone and like breaking it with his claws. It's fucking sick as shit.
Hell yeah.
The gargoyles are strong as can be. It's pretty dope actually. And they're all trying to like they're meant to be protectors of humans, so they pretty much are doing the Batman route of they're just trying to non-lethal, just like humans. Stop.
In a way, I think something. that could inspire some stuff as well is potentially coming across a place that is no longer like the people inside of it are dead or like long gone. And it's like
Oh,
all
you're
that
going like
remains
the
are these
Weeping
gargoyles.
Angels route. I'm sorry,
Kind
that
of
was
more
a
like
very rude interruptive
like
tangent.
I get what you mean because that's also a fun route as well. But it's like I think something that could be cool too if you want to. Because the thing that I feel is potentially fun with gargoyles just being like a bit more of an intelligent kind of thing to interact with is maybe dealing with gargoyles that are stuck protecting an area, but it's like fucking thousands of years post like everything. They've just been like either maybe when they go like in stone fucking mode, they're like almost in a pseudo stasis kind of thing. And it's just like realizing, oh shit, everyone's fucking dead, man. I don't have to be
They
here
did
no
that.
more.
They did that bit in Adventure Time where there was like a cult that
Really?
started. Yeah. And they had this stone that turned people to sand, and it was like this ancient, undying demon working with this little cult leader, and he put on the crown that like augmented the thing that turned all of his followers into sand, but it turned him into sand too. And the demon was stuck holding up that crystal, waiting for him to walk back
I
and like be
remember
like, yeah, it
that.
worked. Yeah. So like 1,000 years later, Finn's like, Ayo, can I get that crystal? And he's like, is that you? He's like, I don't know who you're talking about, but there's a bunch of dead people up there. He's like, "Man." And he leaves.
Right.
Yeah.
Because it was the big red crystal, right? The fucking
It wasn't red, it was an emerald. It's the
right.
whole episode where you learn that Finn
And
is
then
colorblind.
colorblind. That's yes, because he's like, dude, that's not red, bro. That's
Yeah.
fucking green.
Can I have that ruby? That's an emerald. Like, no, it's a ruby. Whatever, dude. He just like goes back to his demon core, 50 other ancient relics.
That's fucking fun.
Yeah. Just to have the whole idea of something that is either a construct or like an elemental that doesn't age, require air, food, water,
Yeah,
but
it's
not
just
an undead because that's a little mundane. Yeah, because it hasn't
yeah,
experienced life. That's the difference between that and undead. Where it's
because there's
just like,
definitely. Oh, I do have
shit,
that.
how much time passed?
I have my gargoyle mini. Fucking but fucking
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it having a
But no, I was gonna say yeah. Oh, go ahead.
I was saying it having a 6
Go ahead.
intelligence and 11 wisdom, it's a fairly intelligent being. Like it could probably receive commands and fulfill them pretty well.
Yeah, like they're a little stupid, but like so are a lot of people.
So are we.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking it's like I feel like that could be a fun thing in itself of having them have to deal with the fact of like, fuck, I've been like wasting my fucking time here, and like potentially like there could be fun conflict in that of just like the sunk cost kind of idea of just like, fuck it, we're here to like protect this thing, or have like the route of trying to convince a bunch of gargoyles of like, damn, I don't know what to do now. Like I was made to do this shit, and now well, it's like Warforged almost.
Yeah.
Fuck, Warforged could be like gargoyles. Fuck.
Stationary.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Fucking
It gives me a very tangential idea. Imagine someone who has subdued, like, say, a fire giant, who subdued so many gargoyles that he has a throne made of them that are too scared to move.
That's
well, actually, I could picture a fire giant just making a bunch of gargoyles. I could see that being like, well, not even like, because fire giants, one, you're also like super craft oriented. They'd probably be like metal rather than rock. Stone giants, fucking having a bunch of gargoyles, that would make sense.
Yeah, because when I think of a construct a fire giant would make, I'm thinking of the smelter demon from Dark Souls 2.
That too. Yeah, that's like because
War
another
machine.
thing I kind of was also going to touch on is with that initial like gargoyle legend that we're bringing up at the start, or I brought up at the start, with the fucking dragon head. I don't know, dragon adjacent gargoyle, like a stone dragon, basically. Fucking,
Pretty cool.
I feel like that could be an easy idea of just like, especially with the breath weapon idea. I don't know, just fucking like easy swap of like a young dragon or something protecting an area that's like a gargoyle boss fight, basically.
Yeah.
If we're also going with this idea
really
of them being like a manifestation of like the church or like castle that built it, I think them having just like a radiance or necrotic beam would be really dope.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
we need to go back to them like gargling and spewing stuff. Like
Yeah.
even if it
Yeah.
literally gargles rocks and like spits them out like a little breath weapon or something.
actually that'd be
I think-
sick.
Yeah.
You know,
Holy water. A holy water breath weapon
Yes!
makes so much sense.
that would be awesome
Yeah.
if it's like, you know, you're helping a church get resources to fight like undead, and like it gives me a scenario idea of just like
a zombie and they die.
he goes patua fucking
Spit on that zombie.
but
Why do y'all bring this
spit
up?
on it, fucking
Y'all bring this up way too much.
but I'm picturing like I could definitely see a situation if you're having like a big fight with like some fucking necromancy bullshit and they're attacking a city or something. It would be so sick to have like, oh yeah, the church got a bunch of funds together and we made this big fucking gargoyle and it just fires like holy water.
Yeah. Oh, it's like,
I'm thinking of like a gargoyle pressure washer.
Yeah, basically, it's just like, yeah, we created a pressure washer. I mean, that would be scary. That's fucking. That shit would kill you.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah, honestly.
I
It has
just
killed, it will
imagine
kill
he
again.
just like unhinges his jaw. You filled up a bunch of vials of holy water. He grab his tail and just start cranking it like it's a an old water pump, and he just launches it out.
Hell yeah.
The clerics get together. They're just cranking the fucking the gargoyle. Needs more holy water.
Me and the boys up at 3 a.m. cranking the gar.
Gargling our garg. Fucking.
Goyle in my gar.
We gargle in holy water.
That's my Goyle right there.
My goyle.
I keep
Fucking
it keeps being in the back of my mind. I can't bring up a clever way of bringing it up, but ever since then, I've just been thinking like, what about a Listerine elemental? Just a mouthwash elemental.
Listerine.
The fluoride monster.
Oh god. Not only does he cleanse the undead, he also heals their teeth.
Cleansing the
Yeah,
fight.
he makes skeletons stronger.
They have bite attacks now. Fucking
Healing up, bro.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I kind of hinted at how I've used them in my setting. Have y'all ever used them in kind of a unique way like that?
Mostly like I have used them a couple times, but nothing super unique. It's mostly just been an excuse of like, an enemy. There's like maybe gargoyles on the walls, and I just go. They fucking do like animate object and basically make the gargoyles fucking become real. But that's the most that I've done with them. I've never done anything super extravagant with them. I should. There's a lot of routes to go with it that would be cool.
Yeah, it's not something that I've lent too much to my campaigns because I like to do like slight twists on just about every trope or creature or character. But I like the idea of them being built with the idea of architecture in mind, like they were built into the
Yeah.
house or like as part of the house's purpose. The first thing that I thought of early into when we were talking about this are the false alarms in the movie The Labyrinth, where it's these huge like Easter
Oh,
Island faces built into the wall, and their whole goal is to get
yes.
you to go away. So they're just like, "Please leave,
Hmm.
fuck off," and they're like, "Just ignore
I
them,
could
just
honestly,
keep going."
because I could feel like, especially in areas where you might have more magical bullshit, I do really like the idea of just you go to a door and you're basically conversing with gargoyles before you go in, or they're like, "Yeah, who are you? Like, we haven't heard that you're supposed to be here. Like, what the fuck are you doing here? Like, give
They're
us,
just like little defensive constructs who are like basic guards
yeah,
who might have borderline knowledge about the going ons of the house,
Mhm.
which would
yeah.
that would be fun if you had like large gargoyles who act as the defenders, and then on the inside of the house, like little totemic gargoyles who like collect information and spread
Oh
it throughout the
yeah,
building
Oh
and
yeah.
inform the guys on
that's
the
kind of fun.
outside, like, yeah, here's the guest list.
Mhm.
They run through that and they're like, all right, I'll wait. Just a little self-operating
It could
house.
especially, I could see something fun with that of just like having like basically reoccurring NPCs if you keep going by an area. Like it's just like like snarky motherfuckers at the door.
Yeah, yeah, I like that.
You're trying to enter this
Okay.
dungeon in that plate armor.
Bro, what are you wearing? What is that?
Bro, what?
It's not even full plate. This is
Who the
Catalog
fuck
it.
just.
does this guy
Where'd you
think
get
he
that?
is? This guy thinks he... Bro, fuck off, dude. Dude, you're gonna get your ass fucking beaten here,
Bro
dude.
ain't
Get
even
out,
got a
dude.
magical
Don't
item.
even dare.
Let's go home, bro. Go cry to your
This dude
wife.
doesn't even have any magic items on his ass. Motherfucker's too poor for magic items.
Hey yo, that
Get
bro
out
only
of here,
got
Brophy.
Electrum.
This motherfucker uses Electrum.
God.
Get your fucking copper using ass out of here, bro. Get your fucking you.
Fucking Minecraft again. It's so good.
I'm just like shit talking you the whole time. I kind of like that idea because it's like you attack. They're goading you, if anything. This goes into like the asshole mentality where it's like they're goading you to fucking hit them, and then it's like the moment you do, all the other gargoyles activate. It's just like, yeah, do it, pussy.
Do it. You won't.
Like they have their own internal laws, and they like if you punch one gargoyle, they swarm, and he's like, do it, I dare you. I'll tell my big bro,
Right now, do
he'll
it right
know.
now. Do it. All my boys are gonna fucking jump your ass. You're gonna look stupid. We're gonna beat your ass, and you specifically. We're gonna.
Whole house like turns its head, and you're like, actually, go home.
I'll, go, I'll give you the first wing.
Straight
Come
up monster
It's
house
like,
situation.
on.
go
The
on,
first
walk up,
wing.
do it.
Yeah. Oh, but what I'm kind of thinking, what do y'all think of the idea that they take on traits of the building they're bonded to? Like if it is a good,
I like that.
it's a good,
I'm fine with that.
yeah. If it's a good aligned church, they kind of lean toward that way. If it's an evil aligned church, they go that way. If it's just like a town's like castle, it just kind of depends on like the lord of the castle.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
kind of the
like,
inverse of the first idea I said, where like if you have an evil church, it attracts evil gargoyles. But I like the idea of, yeah, I built a church, it's got a gargoyle, like that's one of its features, like a bathroom.
yes,
And then the more you mess around in the church, the more it changes.
Yeah,
That's a lot of fun.
yeah. The gargoyles
it's like
themselves,
you get a brochure and it's like, come see our gargoyle.
come see our sassy gargoyle.
Come see our gargoyle.
He's just like
Just
the
a big
Megatron of Universal that just
Come
makes
see our
fun of people.
Oh
Fucking
yeah.
Because I kind of picture like a more celestial kind of gargoyle just being something where it's like you have the very bat winged, like ugly kind of look, and then you might have like still like this scary-ish looking thing, but it's more like, oh, it maybe has like wings, like feathers, kind of like feathered kind of wings, almost like an angel statue kind of thing going
Or
on
if you
with
have
it.
like a really nice healing church that doubles as a brothel, you get like a, oh, I don't know,
Big
like a
titty
really
gargoyle.
sexy gargoyle babe, or yeah, like a big titty
Fucking,
gargoyle. I
like
don't know.
big booty
Gargoyle.
Latina. I'm just saying. I'm just spitballing some
Like
ideas.
I know
I'm
we
just
all
saying.
like goth girls, but what about gargoyles? I don't know, man. Leave me alone.
What about gargoyles? Gargling something.
That's why their mouths are always open. That borderlines a territory that I don't want to cross. So let's step back.
If it's like a church that grabs it, them gargoyles, I mean,
I mean,
They
yeah.
sit sloppily atoply your church. That's all
yeah,
I'm saying.
they're all waist high for a reason.
So what if you're so so what if you go into the bathroom and it's just a bunch of gargoyles? It's just fucking.
They're gonna start gargling one way or another, man. They actually have those. I think I've seen a couple of those.
I've seen like horrifying ones at a Six Flags that are just Looney Tune characters. It's like, go on, piss and Bugs Bunny.
What's up, Doc? Your blood sugar. I can taste it. So anyway.
What's up, Doc? Is that your cock?
That's better. God damn it. Is that in your hand, or are you just happy to?
You just happy to. So gargoyles,
So gargoyles.
fucking, I think they're pretty cool.
I think baseline D&D lore, especially 5e, does nothing with them. There's so much fun. I feel like breath weapon, easy. Mm-hmm. Something to do with water, easy. Yeah. Just they need a little brush up.
I scrolled.
I definitely fuck with
briefly.
the idea.
It seems the only times they were using is the four-armed gargoyles originally were like guardians for the Red Wizards of Fae. Then Asarak took like a giant four-armed one, used it in his own tomb. So it seems like they're all used as guardian roles, but for some reason made them elementals, which feels weird. You'd think making them elementals, you'd be able to expand the lore more, but they really use them just like your average construct.
Yeah.
Practically dumbed it down.
This is a big thing too. Is I always feel like, I don't know what your guys' take is on this, but I tend to feel like most elementals end up feeling kind of bland because most of the time they're just kind of no personality to them. Some of them definitely do have some like characteristics to them, but a lot of them are just like, I don't know. I think of
well,
go ahead.
For what they are, I think they're great. I wouldn't go on a speed date with one.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
If one sat on that thing, I would be a gargoyle. I'd only be the top half of my body. So.
Gargoyle.
But now, because I'm just thinking of it as like they themselves, elementals themselves. They're like this perfect putty we can mold into whatever because it's this really cool kind of primal concept of an enemy.
Yeah, it's so fundamental.
Yeah, just enough intelligence to be a giant threat, but not. But other than that, it's by themselves. They can also just be like this roaming primal force, a servant, whatever. They can wear a lot of hats. But weirdly, the gargoyles being elemental, it seems to contradict it a little bit, where all these other elementals have like their own agency. If they hate their masters, they're only doing it because the spell binds them. When gargoyles, it seems like they're showing up on evil people's doorsteps, be like, "Hey, I work for nothing. Literally,
Hey
just
man,
give
I'm
me a
looking for a
perch.
job.
Boss,
Hey
just
dude, I'm like not doing anything for these like next 200 years. Do you need anything like done?
yeah. Hey, you want me just to kind of lurk in your rafters, boss? I don't mean to get too
Dude, I
presumptuous. I
like
like
your
you, boss.
I was passing by, I saw your crypt. I thought, "Hey man, I could lurk there. I could
I just saw your house, and the door was locked, so I'm gonna make the outside my house.
Yeah.
That's it.
I hope that's cool with you.
Uh,
Like, I
I'm not
invited me and
asking
my
for consent. I'm just informing you.
yeah.
Yes, I'm letting you know because, like, if
Yeah.
it's not cool with you,
We're
we could make it a problem.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
could, we could.
But
We could square up if you.
yeah, if
I'm
you're
ready to
down,
square up. Me and the boys, Big Tony, we're
Yeah.
gonna fuck your ass up.
Yeah.
So,
You just hear a thud, 800-pound thud behind you. Big Tony. Ever heard of him?
Hey, what's up? I'm Big Tony.
Things would hit like a brick.
They call me the Southside Cinder Block.
it's just a thwomp. it's a fucking...
Just a thwomp with just like these little just flappy wings.
Oh, I would, wait, now that I triggered a core memory. I one time used a bunch of gargoyles and to like change them up. I literally had like a thing of, there was like 5 gargoyles, one sitting on like a podium, and the podium got up and it was another gargoyle, but it was like a fucking flop.
That's
basically.
awesome.
And it just like fell on people.
That's great.
It's fucking...
Good stuff, Mario.
That's so fucking funny.
Stone Man reveal.
Just gets up, it has a little face underneath.
A face underneath, like it's
I'm
a
here
stamp.
too. Yeah, like it's just like because it's like literally it just fumbles forward, like it falls back on its face, so it's just like it's constantly just trying to stamp you.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
And that's funny. Yeah. So that's kind of where I am on them. I really like them conceptually, but yeah, I'm leaning more toward the ideas we came up with today of just they're a cool little creature, but
Yeah.
you gotta add a lot to them. I don't know about fully like as much. I love the show Gargoyles, making them their own like sentient, have their own autonomy creatures, but I think they may fit fit like a construct servant role really well.
Yeah. I think you got to be really careful, like making sure that they're different from the idea of, like we said in the beginning, just a mimic, just a little creature that looks like something else but is out to get you. That's so lazy. Not for a mimic, because mimics can be anything. But if a gargoyle can just be a gargoyle, they should be something else.
Yeah. I mean, a mimic size of gargoyle would be pretty cool, but that should not be a standard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because like,
which is why I rate them a 3.
I would also say a 3.
That's a little
like
in my favor.
They're okay.
Yeah.
They're all right. I have fun with them.
They're not a lot,
they
but they are inspiring. Yeah. There are other creatures that we've given lower scores that it's like, yeah, this isn't a lot, and there's not a lot I can do with it.
Yeah.
There's a solid chunk of stuff you can do with a drain pipe monster. Like, that's fun.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Wonky.
I like that role.
Honestly,
because
they fit. You go ahead.
I was just gonna say I like that role, and I like they're like a strictly urban monster for that sake. Like that's a monster that would fit in like actual
for sure
urban environments really well.
I think the unique thing with gargoyles is they fit like just about any stone kind of building area. So it's like if you're in a dungeon and there's just gargoyles like against the walls, they don't need like one, it'll add like a tension of just like, do these fucking things move? But it's like they're not super out of place. Like it's like I feel like you could fit them in a lot of places and they can be like pretty good just I don't know, just random fucking like architecture, I guess, just to like decorative kind of stuff to put in. And you know, if you do that enough times, you can fucking throw your party off by actually having the gargoyles fucking be real.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I'm going with a 3
Yeah.
as well. And it's because we are barely given anything, but their aesthetics carry them. Gargoyles look so freaking cool.
It's literally that.
They can,
Literally,
yeah.
it's just they look cool. They look cool. I want to use them. Not gonna carry a game.
Yeah.
It's not like
They're supposed to be secondary antagonists at most.
this is the difference between something like this and goblins, where it's like goblins can be used anywhere. You can use goblins however the fuck you like. This could also be used anywhere, but it's really I don't necessarily see myself unless something hyper specific were to happen where it's like, yup, the main villains are it's gargoyles. It's
Yeah.
fucking
That would make most players be like,
Yep.
"What? Like really?
Yeah. I could see like a Dark
Like
Souls.
that's it almost?
Yeah.
Like goblins, you're like, oh shit, really?
Yeah. I could see
Yeah.
a Dark Souls like situation of like a middle to dungeon boss is like some giant gargoyles.
How the fuck did I forget about Belfry Gargoyles?
Yeah, I'm surprised you never brought up the Belfry Gargoyles.
I was thinking of that guy from League of Legends.
Yeah.
I never think of League of Legends.
I'm getting his name though, so he's not. League of Legends has like one character that represents a lot of fun stuff everywhere, but that's it.
Yeah, then I remembered her from League of Legends.
Belfry
and I have to
Gargoyles.
go,
Ew! Fucking Belfry Gargoyles are Big Tony. That would be your Big Tony. That would be like fucking, you have like a bunch of tiny gargoyles, and then you have Big fucking Tony, and it's like a big ass gargoyle with like armor on and like a big fucking halberd.
It's not a mace. What's just like a big ball at the end of a stick that kills you if the guy can pick it up?
A flail?
What are those called? A mace, I guess, like an extended mace.
Ball
Like
and
a-
chain, I think they're
yeah,
literally
basic-
called.
No, there's no chain.
like just the stick. Yeah, just basically a
guess-
mace.
A war
War
mace or maybe a club.
Oh, you mean like
Yes.
the big old stick
The
and
big
ball?
old
Yeah,
club.
that's a mace.
Anyway,
The one with spikes is a morning star.
yeah, ball and stick.
I also
That's
think of
kinda what I was
malls.
okay,
Like I
yeah.
don't know.
Let's call in our guest Deja 2 into the
No,
chat.
mall is yeah. Let's get him in here. Really
Malls like
quick.
a big.
A mall is like directed, like it has an end that's supposed to hit you, not the whole thing. Oh no, Maul is a character from Star Wars. I was wrong. Anyway,
Oh yeah.
Maul versus Mace. Darth Maul versus Mace Windu.
Mace,
I just got like that was the result. Oh my fucking god. Anyway,
Like, yeah.
Dang. All right.
Mace Windex.
But yeah. We wrapped that one up. We got all our thoughts out pretty quick. Yeah, I thought we'd be talking about just
Mace
gargoyles
Windu.
for the whole time. So that was nice.
a surprise.
Yeah.
Hey guys,
Yeah.
I lost a couple feet.
Yeah.
Oh,
I moved my
Do you need me to stop
I lost
recording
a
while
couple
you get
feet
the
in the
shrinking
war.
curse off
stepped
of
on
you?
mine.
Yeah, if you could go ahead and get that crystal that makes me grow real big and strong. I think it's called milk.
Yeah.
Oh, the
we'll pick
J
up
open
here
stuff?
next week, guys. Let me
Yeah.
go save Logan. Bye.